Okay, these are your assignments for week, 17, 18, I'm not even sure. 17, I think. The week of Monday, December 14th is a short week. Your only assignment is to complete the final exam. Everything else is over and done. If you have some kind of really unusual or serious situation or problem, let me know and we'll look into it. Now, the final exam, as I announced last week, for those few of you who take the trouble to look at this, the final exam opened for you to take last Thursday and would be open for 6 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which is today, and tomorrow. The deadline for the final exam is 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, December 15th. Okay? Now, that's so that I will have Wednesday, the 16th, to finalize the grades and submit them. They're due at 9 o'clock Thursday morning, and I'm not really planning to be on my feet yet by 9 o'clock Thursday morning. I'm going to be done by Wednesday. And if I set the deadline for Wednesday when it's still finals week, I mean, it was a face-to-face classes, you might be taking one then, is because 2/3 at least of you would wait till the last minute, and I'd be pulling an all-nighter trying to get that done. So this thing closes down a minute before midnight, Tuesday, December 15th. Okay? Once you're done with that, you can relax. I had an odd email it wasn't necessarily odd, it was a serious question. Someone had understood me to say that, I don't know what they got it from, I think, is that anything in the supplements can show up on the final, not just what I presented in class. And the person had thought that I was saying that just what I presented in class would be on the final. Remember, the final is not over the regular textbook that you took the chapter quizzes over. It's just over the supplements, and you have had since the beginning access to the final exam review topics list. Okay, enough of all that old stuff. This is over. It's been strain on us all, obviously. I don't know how well this has worked. I'm expecting next spring to be a lot easier, at least from my standpoint, because all this startup work had to be done this semester. And that being largely done by now, I can do things I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Okay, there's nothing I meant to mention. The bonus points, the bonus worksheets have been graded, and the grades have been posted, added to chapter quiz grades. It turned out it took me probably most of a day. It's pretty complex figuring out, how to sort all that stuff out. I'll try to have a better system in place in the spring. Also, makeups that you took, I was dreading that because it seemed like it was going to be just horrendously inefficient. But what I ended up doing was going back through, and I can open up, I can click on a quiz, edit this quiz, and it's going to show me the names of the people to my granted extensions. And I did that on request, the times being as they are. And then all I had to do was write those down and then go back and check the quiz and see if they had the grade in the column where it would appear automatically in my computer gradebook. And then I would transcribe that to the GB or gradebook column. I'm going to spare myself all that trouble next spring. The reason I went to the trouble this time is because I told you up front that if you got 11 questions right, you'd make 110. That necessitated the quizzes being not for grade and a column, labeled gradebook or GB. Next spring, they're going to be graded on a scale of 100. You take it, it's in the gradebook. I don't have to search for it or anything like that. That's going to smooth things up too. There were also, I think, 2, maybe 3 makeup exams that I graded. That maybe just starting with this way of doing things so different from how it was with face-to-face classes. I'd grant people extensions on exams, sometimes way late, which I would never have done in a face-to-face situation. And I did something like it, but then there's a physical blue book there for me to read. So I think one person, there was an exam one that changed from a 0 to a grade. So if you look at that, if your grade is taking an upward bump, then that would be why. Enough of this old stuff. This is all but over. It's the season. I hope you have a restful and rewarding holiday as much as the times will permit. On behalf of my generation, I sincerely apologize to you for the shaft that people of my generation have given you, and your parents for that matter. I'm old enough to be. Somebody at church asked me yesterday if I had any nieces or nephews, and I had to think about it. Well, yes, I do. I've got a niece who's 53 years old. And he said, well, you're Uncle Tom. I said, well, yep. Makes me Uncle Tom. My niece who's 53 has a daughter who just graduated from UT Austin. So I'm your parents' generation. Sorry anyway. So anyway, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll make the best of it. So bye.